Hello there and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 2 and some more Project A-Spec 1.2 updates. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the endurance races that have been added with the 1.2 update, and we're going to take them to the GT All-Stars event. We will begin with the infamous Cadillac Northstar LMP car. Before we knew, it was completely terrible. So let us begin. This one is going to go straight to the Super Speedway event. And yeah, this car was not particularly successful in real life when it actually raced. But, you know, again, this is the 1999 version. This is before it actually went to a race. This is before we knew it was terrible. You will see A-Spec updates the grid here at the All-Stars event as well. No longer all full of LMPs. It is sort of cars, the Gran Turismo original race cars, I believe. Now, that sort of contradicts what I sort of have been going through on my Let's Plays over the years, where I've said the Gran Turismo All-Stars are like the best of the best cars of Gran Turismo, but, you know, if that's how A-Spec wants to take a look at the All-Stars, that's how they will look. Someone in chat just said this car is so slow, never mind it took first place. Yeah, another new thing is the rolling starts here on the GT All-Stars as well. Was not previously rolling starts, so that's interesting. But no, this Cadillac is interesting. Wouldn't have been my first choice to add to the mod. I'm not a big fan of the Cadillac Northstar LMPs. I'm not a big fan of GM in general, but yeah, these cars were not known for being particularly good. I think these went to Le Mans twice in 2000, 2001. Both times broke down. It was mainly there to get some European interest and some interest into the Northstar V8 engine, which of course they'd spent lots of money developing and was only used in Cadillacs, and of course the Oldsmobile Aurora. Hello to Martin Pro, welcome to the stream and welcome to being a part of my A-Spec 1.2 video, so there you go. In case you're wondering, I am live streaming while I'm doing this video, so if you were here in the live stream, thanks for showing up and coming out, and if you weren't, then now you know why I'm occasionally talking about people who seem like they're in my head. They're not. They're on chat. I'm not in some ward or anything like that. Speed Vision coverage was trying so hard to make the car look good. Oh, is that like an American... Oh yeah, actually we've got Sino here actually. Sino's a bit of an expert when it comes to these prototypes, so anytime that I need to know something I can just look towards chat and find them. But yeah, was that like an American like TV coverage network that was like trying to make this car look good? I think it, yeah, I don't think it's like a terrible looking thing, it's just, you know, it's the Cadillac Northstar LMP. Fun fact, it wasn't going to be in this video as well. I completely forgot about it until someone said about the Northstar, and then I remembered I absolutely had to showcase the Northstar LMP, because it might be one of my favourite prototypes they've added in this mod. Not my favourite. My favourite is coming up in a little while, but definitely one of them. Anyways, let's go ahead and meet our second challenger for this All-Stars event. Next up then, we're taking a look at the Audi R8C. This is the closed cockpit version of the Audi R8. Of course, a little bit before it became the legendary Le Mans killer that was the Audi R8, but this is sort of one of the very first iterations of the R8C. Does look pretty cool, actually. I do prefer the R8R, which sort of looks like a squash TT prototype race car, but the R8C is pretty cool, and we've already had a look at the R8R in a previous video, so it's R8C time. Time to showcase the one that, let's be honest, is probably going to get more passed over. And that's not menu navigation. That was good. Alright, special stage Route 5 in the R8C. Here we go. Hello, Luis. Alright. So I've driven the R8R, I've not driven the R8C yet in this mod. The R8R was, well, excellent, as one would expect it to be, so I'm imagining the R8C is going to be of similar good quality. As I mentioned, do prefer the look of the R8R. 10 times cooler than it ran. Oh really? Was this not particularly great? The predecessor of the Bentley program. Yeah, that is a good point, actually. This car sort of paving the way for the Bentley Speed 8s. For that 1 year, Audi decided it didn't want to dominate Le Mans anymore, and instead just let another VW Group company win Le Mans in the car that basically they created, which is fantastic Audiness. I can't believe this was unsuccessful. I thought the R8, obviously the R8 was pretty successful in its, in sort of Le Mans in general. Obviously it's gone down as one of the greatest sports cars to ever exist. I can't believe the R8C was not that successful. Mind you, I suppose they had a couple of teething problems, as did everyone else when it came to making a prototype sports car in 1999. Hence why the V12 LMR of all vehicles won Le Mans in 99, even though it was by far and away not the best car on that grid. And I think even actually the GT1 was technically a class above it. Could be wrong on that. Team Joest won the Bentley in 2003. There you go. I do like the Speed 8 actually, that's quite a cool car. The British Racing Green. Last time a British car won at Le Mans. I mean, obviously, that probably doesn't count the other, like the other classes of vehicles. I'm sure like a Aston Martin GT3 has probably snuck in a class win at some point, but yeah, R8C was underdeveloped. Well, little did they know the monster it would become later on, I guess. Night tracks in GT2 have extreme nostalgia. Yeah, the night tracks are awesome. I'm a big fan of Special Stage Route 5. It is a very good track and one that, well, should have kept coming back because it's sort of the epitome of Gran Turismo, I think. Because they really used to like showcasing these night tracks. I suppose it's because, you know, it looked like quite a busy nighttime setting. You can almost, the graphics, you can almost simplify them down a bit when it's a night race because you don't have to make things stick out as much. And of course, this track will go down as legendary in the GT2 modding scene because you have to make an entirely separate model for the nighttime as well as the daytime racing. So there you go. There's a fun fact for you. Every car, if you see a race modded car in this game, it's got 4 models. It has the daytime racer, the daytime race mod, nighttime racer, and then the nighttime race mod. So that's a thing. You have to make 4 separate models of each car. So if you ever ask why A-Spec doesn't have a racing modified version of insert car here, that's why. Because it's far more of an issue than you'd think. ODB3 and all the tracking stuff. I honestly haven't read into it. I can tell you my current daily driver is a 2024 Civic, and it makes silly noises when you go over the speed limit. So, I think I may have heard something about it briefly, but I haven't really read into it. I sort of, I don't know. I know it's probably a bad way to look at the world and security and all that, but I sort of go with the outside out of mind tactic with certain things. You know, it's like my phone. I got a Pixel 8 Pro, and it probably can, like, if someone really wanted to, they could probably tell your exact location and what you had for dinner and how to advertise that to you, but meh. You know, I'm just not going to spend time worrying about that. Was allowed a bigger restrictor in 1999, hence why it made more power. I do have to say, whether this was successful or not in real life, it is a pretty darn tidy handling car. A lot of the LMP cars in this game are pretty good. Just buy an older car. Yeah, I suppose that's one way around it. I mean, it depends when they do this whole, you know, everything they sell has to come with a plug, because I certainly am not ready to move to plug-in anything at the moment, so I'm quite happy with my hybrid. My petrol-electric self-charging, thank you. That's how I'll roll. I mean, if I get a Prius, then technically I'll have a plug-in car, but I don't know, we'll see. But no, this handles like a dream, to be honest with you. It handles really nicely. I love how simplistic the rear lights are on it. You know, the rest of it actually looks like Audi sort of kid when it came to styling it. And like the R8R has really cool rear lights on it, and the front lights obviously basically borrowed from the TT. It has the whole Bauhaus design. But on this R8C, there was like such an afterthought, the rear lights on it. They were like, let's just get the most generic off-the-shelf part. I think the GT1 was also a pretty generic rear light cluster from what I remember, so it wasn't too dissimilar. Should handle like a nervous brick. Well, it doesn't handle like a nervous brick, it handles like a pretty decent driving LMP car. But then again, Gran Turismo does have a habit of making cars that probably shouldn't have driven all that well in real life drive quite well in the game. I love this night model with the sort of the light glow there. It looks really cool. Another 50k into the pockets. Of course, it doesn't really matter because this is a test version of 1.2, but there you go. Anyways, now it's time to climb behind what might be my favourite prototype of the update. This fantastic looking machine is the Brun C91. This car uses a Judd V8 engine, which isn't too dissimilar to that you found in a Formula 1 car of the time. It is, I believe, one of the very final of the Group C race cars, and it looks absolutely incredible with this Repsol livery, and it sounds like nothing else. It is a fantastic vehicle, and I'm very pleased to be able to showcase it here because I love the Brun C91. Very late addition to the mod, this, but I'm very pleased they added it. I'm so sick to death of using the shortcut buttons by accident. I'm not used to GT2 menu navigation these days. Red Rock Valley in the Brun, of course. The iconic race in what hopefully becomes the iconic car. Listen to that. Proper F1 engine stuff. I love this wing as well on the back, which I can't help but feel like probably is not that conclusive to a good lap time. For all I remember, the Brun C91, not a particularly quick car. Overall, I think this entered Le Mans a couple of times and then never really went anywhere. In case you are curious, Brun is the same Brun that ran Euro Brun in F1. In case you was curious, that also didn't go well either. The Brun finished 0 races in period. See, this is what I like about A-Spec. You know, it could be very easy to add the great Group C cars of this period, the 787B, the 905 LM Evo, you know, stuff like that, and they're like, no, we want the Brun C91. That's what we really want. XJR9? No, Brun. R91C? No, that's too successful for us. We need the other car that's got 91 in the name. It is fantastic. But no, this is an excellent looking car. I love the Repsol livery. It's got the fat turbo stickers on it as well. Like a classic F1 car. It never tried Le Mans. What? Wait, what? I thought this did try Le Mans. I thought this, like, qualified. It never did Le Mans. Oh. Could have told me that about 5 minutes ago. Now the comments are gonna be on. See, this is why it's a good thing to do this live, because I know nothing about sports cars. And yeah, this would have just gone up and I would have said how funny this was that it never finished Le Mans, and then everyone would have been like, bro, you can't not finish the race if you don't start it at all or attempt to start it. Nice. Well, there you go. The good news is this is the final, or one of the final A-Spec 1.2 videos, so all of like the massive popularity, you know, these per race car videos don't really get that many views compared to the main A-Spec 1.2 videos, so we should be alright. The LMP that never was. It's not even an LMP, is it? Probably would have broke down anyway. Exactly. That's why I got so confused. You know, if this had ran Le Mans, it wouldn't have even worked anyway. That's the excuse we'll use here. But no, I mean, to be fair, I want to say I said this does have the F1 engine. Yeah, it's a Judd V8 F1 engine. I know that for a fact because I did do some brief research on this. That's why I thought it ran at Le Mans, because I was sure I'd done my research on this one. Yeah, I swear in the 1.2 full car list video, I swear I said something about Le Mans in this thing. Judd EVV8. Yeah, it's a Group C 3.5 era car. This was the era of Group C where the FIA decided to kill Group C to make F1 live, pretty much. Yeah, exactly, that's it. You know, it was supposed to go on the Le Mans entry list. And back in the day, you know, a guy from Le Mans would come to your house to see the car that you was planning on building, and he went to Brun's house, and it was literally on fire in the driveway, and they were like, right, okay, that's not running then. Interestingly enough, a 103.005, I was running around here in a little while ago in an Escudo, because someone asked me how much quicker was an F1 car to the Escudo, so I was very just briefly running around Red Rock in the Escudo with no tuning or anything like that. I think I got a 105 lap time out of it, so for this to get a 101.789, these Group C cars might actually be quicker than Escudos. I mean, I'm sure if you slap super softs on an Escudo and, you know, do some tuning. I think if you do the gear ratios and super softs on the Escudo, I got around here in under a minute, I want to say. That was like a thing. But these cars evidently can compete with those. I mean, God, slap this on super softs, you can probably run under a minute easy. And let's be honest, I'm not even driving all that spectacularly well, so... The Brun C91 may not have prospered in real life, but you can make it prosper in A-Spec and become one hell of a car. The 1991 World Sports Car Championship. Yeah, there you go. It's part of that all snazziness. It does sound terrific, though. Whether it ran at Le Mans or not, still one of my favourite cars in this update. It's so cool. I love the Brun. Even though I can't tell you where it originated from. I also can't tell you why there's a Volkswagen New Beetle GT in this race, but there was. There just was. It was just there. Also ignore the fact the menu model looks like it has slightly peculiar fitment there. Obviously, in-game it shows just fine. Alright, another one down, 2 more to go. Let's get into the next one. Was the Brun C91 too reliable for you? Then good news, you could always drive this, the Lancia LC2 from 1983. Lancia's Group C prototype Le Mans car thing. I'm sure the chat will correct whichever one it is. It is a terrific looking thing, usually run in a Martini livery, but of course you know A-Spec, that would be too typical for them, so they've gone with this 2-tip livery, which I do think looks quite cool. It almost looks like a Force India from back in the day. Quite a cool looking thing. I'm expecting this to be quite mental to drive. Hey, I didn't click the results screen for once. Rome Circuit, because of course, you need to take an Italian car to Rome Circuit. Sounds very cool. It's very fast, as one would expect. It's actually pretty hunkered down with the downforce on it as well. That's quite cool. So yeah, the LC2, a very, very cool car. We have 63 concurrent in the stream. Thank you all for coming out. You are currently in the middle of filming for the main channel A-Spec 1.2 video that's going to go out tomorrow. So say hi in chat, I'll read your name and you can be part of history, I guess. I'll do this on the stream because if I do this on the stream it makes the video sound less chilly. But if you are enjoying what you're currently watching, hit like and maybe subscribe. We're trying to get to 3,500 subs, hopefully by the end of the A-Spec 1.2 coverage, so by January 28th, we should be on target to reach that, so, and that would be very cool to do so. So, yeah, I don't usually chill in videos, but this is a live stream, technically, so I can chill and then chill in the video as well. So yeah, hit a like. We've got a goal running as well, if anyone wants to try and hit the goal, you'll win another goal. I don't know what the goals do, but they do something. So that's why it's there. If you want to hit a goal, hit the goal. I think it's, I can't remember what the goal is, but hit the goal. You're a long-time sub anyway, yeah. That's also my other excuse. If I don't drive very well in this video, it's because I'm reading chat. That's what most YouTubers do, right? This LC2, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, this LC2 is a very fine handling automobile, let me tell you. It is a bit of a downforce king, this. Very, very cool car. I like it a lot. It sort of reminds me of like, it feels a lot grippier and a lot more sort of downforce dependent than a lot of the base game prototype cars feel, which is interesting to say the least. It's very rapid as well. I think out of all of them, the Brun's my favourite, but I think this might be the best handling of all of the cars that we've driven so far. Yeah, the 905. I think it's very similar to the 905. But no, this is a fantastic handling, driving thing. It's one of those cars that's like very, very good. I'd imagine it's a very hard car to sort of maximize your overall performance with, because I mean obviously it's very downforce dependent, and how quick it is through a corner is really how much do you dare push it through the corner. But no, it is a very cool looking thing, very nice driving, sounds cool, and I mean it's a Lancia, so how can you not enjoy a Lancia? This thing is going to be quite rapid on hot lap. I can already sort of feel there's something telling me this is going to be definitely more rapid than the Delta S4 Group B car that we took around, which incidentally is also rebalanced in 1.2, so we may have to do a rerun on that at some point, because yeah, in case you always were worried about the overall performance of the... Oh god, do not slap a curb in it. It does go a bit unhappy if you slap the curb in it. In case you was wondering about sort of the overall performance of that Group B Lancia, yeah, it is rebalanced. They've made it actually, I think the weight's been cut back a little bit because it weighs far too much, and of course it has proper Group B power now, instead of the 380 odd horsepower. Hello from Le Mans. There you go. There's a guy who knows that the Brun C91 showed up, and that it wasn't an urban legend. He's got a C91 on his driveway right now. It caught on fire, flew over the barrier, and it's been in his driveway ever since 1991. On fire. It's been on fire since 1991. Oh no, this is a very cool car. I've been to Le Mans, actually. Not for the race or anything interesting. We've literally stopped over in a hotel in like 2007. But it was cool. They had a PlayStation 2. That was like something. The Brun. Yeah, I think the Brun... Actually, when I was doing the research on the Brun, I think it may have won like a championship of something recently, like a historic sports car championship. I want to say that was a thing that it like actually won. It won like one of the only races they held, so it won the championship or something. Could be wrong on that, but I'm half certain I'm correct. Hey Joel, how you doing, bud? Not only did you catch a stream, you're also halfway through the filming of the next A-Spec video for the YouTube channel, so there you go. You get a 2 for 1. Doing 2 for 1 here. Doing 2 for 1 because I'm all about the content, and not just because I'm lazy and this is an excuse to do both of knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Not at all. Got nothing to do? Well, now you've got something to do. You can watch the 1.2 Project A-Spec live stream. Oh yeah. Car returns to the series at the Paul Ricard. Oh my god, that's a lot of French. That's for the Brun. Yes, you said a lot in French there, so good job, Brun. And good job, Lancia, for not completely collapsing. That is a very nice car to drive. I'm very impressed with the Lancia LC2. But next, our final car, and of course, it's the one that you've all been waiting for. And finally, the Sauber C9, one of the most legendary Group C cars to ever Group C. This is the Kouros from the very first year the Sauber C9 ran. Of course, everyone knows the silver car, which ran with Michael Schumacher and insert F1 driver here. But for me, I think this livery is far cooler than the boring silver livery. I really like this sort of two white stripes. So it's almost like an Adidas livery, but not quite. I have no idea what Kouros did or does. I'm sure the chat will tell me that. We are going to race this thing at Laguna Seca, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but there we go. That'll do it. Everyone confirming it is a Group C car. There is a Camaro LM edition here. We will probably have to fear that slightly. This is my first time driving the Sauber in this mod, actually. I have to say, it does look very cool. They definitely got the rounded rear lights. Of course, I'm used to seeing the silver livery that has like the yellow square on one of the red lights. It's... what? Perfume. There we go. It is a perfume thing. Of course, it's Group C, you bellend. Listen, I don't know. All these cars are the same. Honestly, I literally cannot... The best bit is, I'm gonna say this now because it's the final car, so I can get away with saying this. The chat could very easily trip you up here and just lie to me and gaslight me. That's if they didn't already gaslight me about the Brun C91, and it actually did run at Le Mans, and they were all just lying to me. To make me feel stupid when I wasn't. I'm just being gaslit. But, yeah, very cool looking car. Of course, a bit of a Gran Turismo legend, the Sauber C9, thanks to Gran Turismo 2. Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 4. I'm doing really well here. I mean, it could be a legend in Gran Turismo 2 now, it's here. That's the important part. But a very cool livery. I believe the first year of the Sauber C9 was not actually particularly all that successful. I don't think this won a race in its first year of competition, and then of course throughout the next couple of years it would be refined to, well, the 1989 car, which is probably the Sauber you're more aware of, and then I believe in later years it morphed into the Sauber C11, I want to say, that ran in 91, and then again, yeah, obviously Schumacher Frentzen drove this. I want to say there's like a couple more big names that drove there as well. Fantastic. Wow, thank you so much, Joel Simpkins, for becoming a member to the channel. Welcome to A-Spec. Your name will now appear in all videos in... Do you know what, actually? I'll slap you onto the front of this video, if I remember. And then you'll be also, from February onwards, you'll be on all the Hot Lap Classics. I usually try and prepare it for like a month in advance, but thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to SR Specification. In case you're wondering, that is Honda Civic Talk for the mid-range model. The mid-range member. I really need to update those names. I also really need to update some of the members' badges, because I've just realised Ender's badge looks fine when he's commenting on my videos because it has the white background, but because streamer mode goes into dark mode, I can see the fact that that badge has a background on it. I remember a while back. Yeah, I seem to recall, actually. That is a good point. You were a member for a while. Yeah. God, yeah, no, you are reminding me now. What was... Oh, God, that was a while back. Yeah, you're a long-term fan from what I remember. And you, too, can become a member and get your name at the front of all the videos for just $4.99 a month. And if you don't want to pay $4.99 a month, you can always become an SE member and get yourself a cool badge in chat and some emotes that we haven't updated in 7 years, including the TRE dab emote, which gives you an idea how old the emotes are. But we love TRE dab. We'd never get rid of TRE dab. That's our favourite emote. Orange and green thing. Ah yeah, the 787B, yeah. 787B, the best Group C car. And anyone who doesn't tell you that's the best Group C car is a liar. In case you're wondering why A-Spec doesn't have a 787B, it has a 767B. And these are all sports car nerds, so they'll be very quick to tell you that the 67 is actually the one you want, not the 87. There you go, get some TRE dabs in chat. We love a TRE dab in chat. That was back from the, God, when we used to do the Let's Plays way back in the day. I think we made a joke about... There we go, we've got some TRE dabs in the chat. This 737C, best Mazda Group C car, yeah. Compels me to drive the CLR at Le Mans. Do you know, that's quite a cool idea for a video, actually, isn't it? We need the Sauber C9 versus the Mercedes CLR in Gran Turismo 2. Which one is best? I can tell you from driving this Sauber, my money is on the Sauber and not on the CLR. Alright, there we go. That was actually surprisingly less painful than I thought it was going to be. I did not think it was going to be particularly fun to drive around in a Group C car at Le Mans, but it turns out it wasn't too bad. So there we go. Got a new car acquired. I don't think any of these are new prize cars. We will quickly double check. Oh, the DB7's new. There you go. There's a new prize car. But other than that, they're all the same. That is a horrible coloured yellow. So that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, if you want to check out Project A-Spec, link down below in the description is the Discord. I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic mod. 1.2 is releasing January 28th, which as this comes out is just a bit over a week to go. So do look forward to that. Give those guys some love. And if you want to see any more A-Spec 1.2 content, please tell me down below in the comment section what you want to see. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, farewell.